Hey guys, I'm Abhay here and welcome to Versatile Knowledge, and today I'm going to tell you the first 20 things you need to do after buying the OnePlus Nord 2. Well, this is a glossy back and it is made up of glass, and glass is glass and glass breaks. So you need to protect your phone with a tempered glass and a back case. You can use the back case that is provided in the box and it will get yellow. And if you are using a third party back case, you can use the link from the description. And you need to use a good quality tempered glass as well. And with the case which is fitted onto the phone actually feels light enough to hold and it doesn't make you feel it is bulky. If you're planning to buy this phone, just go for the grey version because it has a matte back, and matte is always better than a glossy back. The second thing you need to do is to get rid of this annoying shelf that is present by default. In order to do that, what you'll have to do is long press on the home screen. You can just put a notification and quick settings toggle instead of the home shelf that is present. Go to the home settings that is present over here, and here there is an option to swipe down to access and just give the permission to allow, and here you'll have to actually select the notification and quick settings, and there is a button that is present at the bottom. Click on save, and as you can see, we have the notifications and quick settings toggle instead of that annoying shelf that is present. If you are someone who likes to keep the shelf for some reason, you can go ahead and do that as well, but I love notifications and quick settings toggle. The third thing that you can do on your OnePlus Nord 2 while we are at that settings of home screen is to personalize for even better home screen experience. You can use the notification dots to notify you when there is a notification that is pending to be read or something. You can use that as well. And another important thing that is present is to have the icon pack of your choice. You can select the oxygen or hydrogen. Hydrogen is always square and oxygen is round, which I always love. And if you're someone who wants to have a third party icon pack or something, then go to the Google Play Store and download a third party pack. And Oxygen OS now supports the third party icon packs as well, which is a cool thing. And there is another thing to make sure that you have the home screen in 5x6 grid layout. That is more number of icons. That means less the size of the icons and even cool it looks. I'm someone who likes more number of icons and the icons to be really small in size. So that's why I choose 5x6. The next important thing that you need to do is to turn on that dark mode, because dark mode looks cool. And I think dark mode doesn't save battery anymore because it is a overrated thing in my opinion. And dark mode is present in display and brightness in your settings. You can actually choose the dark mode settings, and you can actually make sure that when you want to enable dark mode, and you can reduce the contrast of dark mode in low lighting conditions and a lot of things. And dark mode looks kind of grayish in OnePlus Nord 2, but it is cool though. The next thing in your OnePlus Nord 2 is to save your eyes using the comfort mode or eye comfort mode that is present. This basically makes your screen look yellowish when you're using it in night times. You can actually schedule when this eye comfort mode need to be turned on. That means sometime around 7 p.m. you can turn on the eye comfort mode and turn off sometime around 6 a.m. in the morning to make sure that your eyes stay the way it is. The eye comfort mode makes the screen looks a little bit on the yellowish side, which too you can control. The next important thing you can do is to calibrate your display based on your preference for boosted colors or natural colors. Basically, it will be set to default color temperature initially. You can set it to cooler or warmer temperature based on your preference. You can go to the screen color mode and you can set it to vivid or gentle. I am someone who likes more boosted colors, so I have set it to vivid colors. And there is an option to use the AI resolution boost and AI color boost as well, which is actually ported from Oppo, which is fine. The next important thing is to just make sure that you can alter the fonts and display for better visibility of all the text that is present on your display. I'm someone who likes smaller display size and smaller text. That's why I've set the font size to the lowest and display size also to the lowest. If you are someone who doesn't like that, you can set it to the different display sizes as well. There are 3 different fonts that is available. I'm using the OnePlus Sans font as of now. The next important thing that you can do on your OnePlus Nord 2 is use a smarter way to get the best wallpapers instead of installing an application to get wallpapers, which is strange in my opinion. There are a lot of pre-installed wallpapers that comes in this device, but I don't like any of that. So what I do is I'll just go to the Google Chrome web browser and I just search for 8K wallpapers for mobile, because it is an easier term to search, right? And here there are a lot of websites that pop up based on how good they have done in SEO. And here the website that I rely on the most is Unsplash and Pexels. Pexels is something that is very reliable and you get the best quality wallpapers without any hassle. I download some wallpaper, just give allow to download multiple files from that wallpaper, and the wallpaper is already downloaded on your device. That's it. It'll be in your gallery. Just select the wallpaper, hit the 3 dots menu, set as wallpaper for both your lock screen and home screen, or just lock screen or just home screen depending upon your preference. You can crop the wallpaper, set it to whichever dimension you want, and then just hit on wallpaper for lock screen and home screen. As you can see, the home screen and lock screen wallpaper has been changed to the one that I wanted, and it is in high resolution because we downloaded in the 8K resolution or the highest resolution that was available for the respective wallpaper. Cool, isn't it? The next thing that you need to do on your OnePlus Nord 2 is to use a private DNS. Well, private DNS will take you one step closer to being safe on the internet, which is already vulnerable, right? It will make sure that it sends all the requests that you make on the internet through a designated name server, which is a safer one when compared to the default ISP name server that you use. The private DNS that I rely on is made by Cloudflare, which is called 1.1.1.1 DNS, where you can find the link is in the description. Visit that link and you have to just copy the line, which is basically a combination of numbers and alphabets. Just go to the website here and you can find a line which says 1.1.1.1.cloudflare-dns.com. Don't worry, you don't have to by heart that. Just copy this and go back to the setting that I showed, which is basically in connections and privacy. And here in this designated private DNS tab, just hit tick and done. We are routing all our network traffic through private DNS. To check that, go to this link in the same link that is provided in the description. And here you can find all the information to be yes, or most of the information to be yes. If you find all these informations to be yes, that means you are connected to 1.1.1.1 and you are one step closer to being safe on the internet. And the next thing you can do on your OnePlus Nord 2 is basically to speed up your animation using the developer settings or the developer options that is present in the version, and you have to tap on the build number for 7 times and it will ask to enter the password. Enable the developer options. Go to additional settings. And in the additional settings, we have the developer options. In the developer options, you have to scroll all the way down, like really down, and you can find where it says window animation scale, transition animation scale, and animator duration scale. Set all of them to 0.5x and your device will be 50% more faster. And the next thing is you can actually enable the RAM boost, which basically analyzes your usage patterns. And if you're not using the apps that is present in your memory or in your background tasks, it will try to kill those applications to make sure that you have more RAM for the main tasks. And the next thing you can do on your OnePlus Nord 2 is to basically use Google to autofill your passwords for you. Here, there is an option called Google in the settings where it will show which is the Google account that you are using. And there is an option to autofill. If you have saved some passwords to Google, you don't have to remember any of those passwords for your applications. Google will do the job for you. Just use autofill for Google. Just hit continue. It will basically ask for a password sometimes and then it is done. Google will autofill all your passwords for you. The next thing you need to do is to actually use the always on display, which came in late for Oxygen OS, but it is fantastic. And it is hidden in the display and brightness, or you can even use the personalization options. In the always on display settings, there are a lot of options. This is the line basically which tells the number of times you have unlocked your device. Well, depending upon your requirements, you can set the always on display for your Nord 2. Next thing you can do on your OnePlus Nord 2 is to go to the personalization settings. And in the personalization settings, there is a cool new thing which is called as Canvas or the OnePlus Canvas, which basically uses your photo or any photo that you select and makes an animation or cartoon kind of and sets it on the lock screen and also on the home screen as a wallpaper, which is really cool. Just select the photo that you want and just adjust or crop based on however you want to look yourself in the wallpaper and hit preview before saving the wallpaper. And then once you save the wallpaper, it will look really cool. It will basically look like a cartoon on the lock screen, and once you unlock your device, this is how you look on the home screen. It'll look really cool, guys. The next thing you need to do is to hide your apps from prying eyes. You can just pinch out from the home screen or just go to the app drawer and slide left, and here is the hidden space. Click on plus. You can select any number of applications you want to hide from the prying eyes. Next thing you need to do on your OnePlus Nord 2 is basically make use of the personal hotspot. It is present in the connection and settings, and here in the personal hotspot you can actually set the name for personal hotspot. You can select which is the type of band, 5 GHz or 2.5 GHz band. Based on the devices that is present on your network, you can actually select if your hotspot need to be a Wi-Fi 6 hotspot or not, because this is a Dimensity 1200 and it supports Wi-Fi 6. You can share your internet with your peers. And next thing you can do on your OnePlus Nord 2 is basically use the personalization option for the Google board. I use Google board all the time because I can sync my words that I have typed. And here in the preferences of Google board, you can actually set the keyboard height, you can set the vibration strength and a lot of things that is present. And also I'm someone who likes dark mode everywhere. So I actually go to the theme of Google board or Gboard And here there is an option called colors, and click on show more in the colors, and you can select the dark color that is present in the theme option. Here is the dark color. You can set the key borders and you can click on apply, and what happens is your Google board will become dark in color. Let me show you a sample here. Let's click on search here. As you can see, the Google keyboard is now dark in color and it will look really cool. The next thing you can do on your OnePlus Nord 2 is to basically make use of the screen recording. Here is the screen recording option that is present in our quick settings toggle, or it is also present in settings. Long press on this, it will take you to the settings of the screen recorder. One really cool thing about OnePlus Nord 2 is it will let you record your screen at 4K resolution. Even though the screen is just full HD, you can record in 4K. 24 megabits per second bitrate. You can set the number of frames to 60. 4K 60 FPS screen recording. You can show the touches if you want. That is, a white ball will be present on the screen when you are recording. If you are a gamer out there and want to stream the games, it will look fantastic. The next thing is to make sure that you use NFC in a better way on your OnePlus Nord 2. NFC is supported on OnePlus Nord 2, and you can turn on NFC using the quick settings toggle or also in the settings option. And here you can make contactless payments on any of the Google Pay supported contactless payments services on the shops or something, or you can send files to another Android device which supports NFC faster. The next thing you can do on your OnePlus Nord 2 is to make use of Zen mode to disconnect from all the social media life and to connect with yourself and meditate better. Zen mode on OnePlus Nord 2 is a separate application, and there are a lot of challenges like medals of Zen or something, which I am not interested in. I am purely interested in Zen mode by itself. And also the Zen mode duration can be set using the drop down that is present over here. And if you're someone who wants to meditate with your friends for some reason, you can do that as well by creating a room and inviting them to join to the room. I just want to meditate for myself now, guys. So I'll just click for 30 minutes for meditation and click let's go. While I am meditating, you guys need to hit the subscribe button, because as analytics say, 99% of you guys are not subscribing to the channel, which might make my meditation less peaceful. So while I'm meditating, you guys hit the subscribe button. Well, that's it for this video, guys. If you guys have liked this video, please hit the like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more interesting and amazing content like this one. Thank you for watching, guys.